I've just arrived at my hotel, which is it's not the most scenic spot, to be honest, but there are quite a few hotels around here, and on my way in there was plenty of bars and restaurants and stuff, and apparently just down here this will bring me to the beach, or one of the beaches. Well, I'm not exactly sure if it's going to. Google Maps does tell me to kind of go a different route, but there was a sign up there saying that the beach is this way. I'm presuming then that this is going to bring me to the beach. And here we are. The beach of Cedar. It's alright, isn't it? This is basically like less than 5 minutes walk from my hotel. So even though the area where I'm staying doesn't actually look the prettiest, it's an ideal location. This is part of the ancient city. There's a lot of ruins in Cedar. He's not going to sell much being fast asleep, is it? Wow! Look at this. This is incredible. Wow, look at it. This is all just part of the city. It's not a museum. Just behind me, the whole of the ancient city is just there to explore. It looks amazing, but I'm not going to do that today. Today I just need to find my bearings and grab some bloody food. This is incredible. Wow, we just walked up here and look at this. All the ancient ruins underneath. When I was in Malmö, I was starting to think that all these kind of coastal places that I'm visiting were all just going to be the same. And that, you know, I'd get a bit tired of it. But they're really not. I mean, Fethiye and then Antalya were two totally different places, totally different atmosphere. And then this is just different again. This is just beautiful. It's amazing. I'm going to go and get some food, mate, because I've literally just arrived. I've not had anything to eat yet. So, but I'll be around for the next couple of days.
Wait. I give my present, okay?
Okay. Which one is this? Okay, pomegranate. Okay.
Yes, please. You can try.
Yeah.
This is without sugar, okay?
Okay.
That dear. Slowly.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
This is
This
is apple.
Apple tea.
Strawberry, watermelon. You know.
Yeah.
This is spicy. I am cook. You know.
Yeah.
This is spicy. Yeah.
Oh wow, nice. Very
You
nice.
make chicken.
Yeah. I can marinate.
Grill. Beef steak.
Yeah.
Bonflet. Barbecue. You understand? If you want a tortilla spicy mix here. This is tea. No. This is harissa.
Harissa, yeah.
Hot. This is chicken for salad.
Very nice. Oh wow.
Coriander.
Coriander seeds. Yeah.
Sunday, coriander here. And the back here, you put inside, no problem. Here, you know this?
Yeah.
If you want, it says Turkish light, you can try.
Okay.
Try. Almond. Yes.
I had some.
Yeah, almond.
I had some in where have I just come from? Antalya.
Antalya. Okay,
Yeah.
Antalya. It's right. How about this tea here? I try my chance. You see, it's better.
Yeah.
Pomegranate here.
Very nice.
Yes. Travis almond. Aldım vermedim. Antalya'da almıştım. This is chocolate, almond, you know. And this is here.
Mango.
Mango. This is Corona tea for potency tea, winter tea.
Oh, okay, like spices.
Yeah,
spices. Yeah.
This is winter tea. Here, I show you. Yeah.
What are they? Pieces?
It is here inside. This one is same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's anti-corona.
I'm gonna have to leave, man, because I'm breakfast. I've not even had breakfast yet, but thank you. You have a lovely shop, mate. Thank you. Bloody hell. It was nice actually, the pomegranate tea. Bit too sweet for my liking, but the Turkish delight is amazing. Just as you're walking down to the beach is just there, and you get these huge old ruins that you can just wander in and explore. Well, I'm presuming you can. It's incredible. Look at this over here. Right on the seafront, the ancient city. No, I knew that Side had these relics in the city, but I thought it was just like a place where you had to go to, you know, like outside the kind of town. You could hop on a bus and go and see the ancient city. I didn't realise that the actual ancient city is in the town. It's just scattered all over the place. Wow. Last night was probably the worst night's sleep I've had on my entire adventure so far. I was looking forward to getting back into my own room after spending a few days with the world's loudest snorer. In a dorm room, and I literally spent pretty much most of last night chasing mosquitoes in the room. I splattered about 7, and then I thought I'd done. I thought we were pretty good, but then I'd spot another one and another one, and eventually I managed to get to sleep at about 2 o'clock. There was one mosquito that I was literally chasing around for about half an hour, and oh, it was a little blighter he was, or she actually, and eventually I managed to splatter her and went to bed, and just about falling asleep, I get this whiny, horrible whiny noise. I didn't even know you could hear mosquitoes. But yeah, so I turned on the lights. I found one on the bed, one on the pillow next to me, managed to kill them, went back to sleep, or tried to get back to sleep, heard the noise again, turned on the lights, and there was just like 2 mosquitoes just above the bed on the wall. So by this point I had actually already fallen asleep for about an hour, and I woke up and I'm literally covered in bites. If I killed a dozen mosquitoes last night, they're ahead. I must have maybe 15-20 bites on my back, my legs, my arms. I saw a silverfish in the room last night. That's not great, because where you see one silverfish you generally find others. And I woke up this morning and the room's got a really weird smell, like a damp kind of, oh, it's just horrible. It's just I don't want to look underneath the bed because I'm afraid of what I might find. So last night's free dinner was awful. It was like chicken hearts and intestines and liver, and oh, it was grim. So anyway, let's hope that today's little adventure around Side will cheer me up a little bit, because that was a terrible, terrible night. This is the Side harbour, and this is where you get your boat trips from. Got the typical boat there, a bit smaller than the one I went on, with the weird looking pirate thing. It's a very beautiful city, but I do think it's the most expensive place I've been to so far in Turkey. Just to the left of the harbour is the Temple of Apollo, which when I came yesterday I wasn't aware that I was so close to the harbour. This is one heck of a sight. 7th century BC this was built. Side was one of the most important cities in the region, and remained so until the 7th century, when the place pretty much became abandoned. All around the old town you can see that there's still excavations going on. They must keep on finding more ancient ruins. It's incredible to think that this has stood here for nearly 3,000 years. All this is part of an old basilica. It's not a great deal of information, unfortunately. This is the Cafe Easy Rider, which I had got saved on my Google Maps as a place to go. They have live music on. And apparently, according to that sign there, just behind the stage, this is the Temple of Rock. So all these ancient buildings, you can just go in and explore them. There's no admission fee or anything. I think there's an admission fee for the amphitheater, which I'm going to go and check out properly in a short time after I've had something to eat. I didn't expect this from C-Day. I expected to find things like this, but not inside the actual city. I thought I would have to travel outside the city to go and look at all this stuff. It's quite a remarkable place, unique. You can see here where the excavation's been going on, and they've found all of this. It's all kind of like fenced off, but what they tend to do is put the glass panels over the top so that people can walk over it. And yeah, so the design of the city is pretty much to try and turn it into a modern city and give people access, but also to preserve the ancient ruins. You'll come across places in the old town with a lot of this like kind of glass paneling. This is a huge ruin. I don't think you can actually go in and explore it. Right. You're not going? No? Yeah? Oh, okay, brilliant. Wow. I mean, there's no information about this place, and there's not even any real access. I didn't even think you'd be able to go in, to be honest, because they've done a lot of excavation work around it. But yeah, the guys were like, yeah, just go in, have a wander. Look at this place, right in the centre. Well, I've just had a look on Google Maps what this place was, and apparently it's the old Roman baths. I'm guessing that's what this is. It's incredible. It's completely open. There's no information about it, there's no admission, there's just nothing. You can see just there's been some metal support to stop it from falling down. Look at the ancient Roman bench. Maybe the old Romans would sit here, put their feet in, cool down from the sun. Another ancient site here, just a couple of minutes away. Wow, I think this is even bigger. Same one. That's the same one. Oh dear. I thought it looked familiar. The guy sat under the trees looking at me, he's like, what are you doing coming back? I actually thought they were real cats for a minute then. I can't believe how expensive it is. Just even a little kebab shop, they're charging like £8 English for a kebab. It's like, I've been paying on average about £1.50, £2. Cheapest I paid in Istanbul was £50. £8 for a bloody kebab. Kebab for breakfast, true Turkish style. €5 including the drink, which is more expensive than I paid, but there was a lot of meat on it, so I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to go and explore the old amphitheater, which is just there. This is the only place where you actually do have to pay to get in. And I'm surprised, to be honest, that the other buildings that would be now explored have not been kind of renovated for tourism like this one has. They could charge, you know, for multiple entries, one ticket for each site, and make some money. I mean, it's not as if, you know, they've not had time to do it, because these things have been here for 3,000 years.
Dat kan niet. Ja, dat is niet. Hier op het pad blijf jij. Hier mag je lopen. Daar.
Wow. This amphitheater was built in the 2nd century AD, and by the 5th century it was used as an open air place of worship. So just over at this side we have an old Roman bath which has been converted into a museum. I'm going to go there next, and this is like kind of the main city. This would be houses and shops and everything, and then you get the city gates further up, and then the old fountain. You can't actually go up to the top level. As you can see, it would be far too dangerous to have tourists walking around. You can see the inscriptions on some of these seats, and a lot of the inscriptions that they've found when they've excavated in this area, they can't decipher it. It's a language that has disappeared. The people of Side spoke their own language. So all of this on this side would have been the city where people lived and worked, shops, and this was the main entrance to get to the theatre, the amphitheatre. The left side of the amphitheatre was actually used as a temple, and just here were the toilets. This is an ancient milestone from when the Romans constructed a 500-kilometre long road that started in Pergamon and ended in Side, and this one tells people that they're 5 kilometres away from Side. Wow, so the Side Museum is actually housed in the old Roman baths. So regardless of the actual content of the museum, the building itself is amazing. And it's so cool in here as well. It's nice to get out of the sun. These are what they used to use to press olives. and grapes to make wine. And then they would be transported in these big things. So apparently this was a house with 2 courtyards in the house, and they also had their own toilet as well, which was very unusual. So this would have been where people lived. There would have been homes here, there would have been shops here. There are pathways to follow. It's not the easiest to walk along, especially when you've got flip-flops on. Hospital. 6th century. It's not exactly known that this was a hospital, but buildings from around that period and from a later period where it is known that they were hospitals kind of took on the same design. So it's kind of presumed that this place used to be a hospital. Bloody hell. Well, you can see the amphitheater here. You've got paragliders going over it, and this would obviously be the main road through the city to the amphitheater. You can see all the columns that have fallen down. You really have to watch while you're walking around here. This will be the city walls then, won't it? Maybe this is the city gate. I was thinking it was a building, but it's not, it's just a wall. Yeah, this is the city gate, the northern entrance to the city. This is the monumental fountain, the Nymphaeum. This dog's got the right idea. Just lay down next to all the food and the water. So I just come for a couple of beers and sat outside. I can just come to the toilet, and it's a huge place inside as well. It's a really cool bar, this one. Look at all the guitars and ouds and all sorts. It's very nice. They are playing very, very dodgy country and western music, which is a shame. But look at this for a beer garden. My hotel does offer food, which I've already explained, but it was awful last night, and I'm going to go with it tonight. I'm thinking they won't do awful 2 nights on the trot, so we'll have a look, see what's on the menu, save some money, and then tomorrow I'm coming here for a lamb shank. I've looked at it on the menu, and it looks pretty amazing, to be honest, so I'm going to treat myself tomorrow.
How cooked would you like your steak?
Rare.
Rare?
Rare.
Rare.
Medium rare?
Medium rare or rare?
Rare. Rare, please.
Both rare.
Rare.
Thank you.
Smells absolutely amazing. And I'm going back to the hotel to maybe have some offal.